You knew what you wanted when you walked in. You knew what the expectations that you laid out. This person said, I cannot meet those expectations. You said, okay, no big deal. Bye. Pisces. When I was pulling, I heard the words, I want to fuck you. I want to have sex with you. Those are the words that came across. So either this is someone that you were dealing with, or this is someone that you are dealing with, I don't know. It feels like a past connection, because I see that this person wants to come back in and ask for forgiveness, and some of it is a little hormonally driven is what I'll say. And it's kind of like they see how life was without you, and they're like, okay, I don't like that. I don't like this trajectory. Let's bring this back around. So they now want to fight. They want to fight for you. Some of it is because they miss that touch. Some of it is because they miss whatever you were doing. Clearly you did something right, because they miss it. They want that part specifically back. I don't know if this is something. Ooh, I can't post this card. I can't use this card. And I'm going to keep it a $1.5. I'm not going to feel like editing this out, because I would have to edit the whole card. It's not nudity. Basically, the card, the definition of it means doing self-harm. So when this person did what they did, they feel like they hurt themselves by doing it. It's kind of, I want to say this energy is more catered towards how they felt without you, not about what they did to you. I'm going to keep it a $1.5. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. So it's more about, yeah, I fucked up, but it's not about the fuck up. It's about, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just about how they felt about that fuck up, which I want to say that in itself is egotistical, because it's still putting the about them. Does that make sense? So it's still putting everything about how they felt about the situation, not about how you felt by their actions. There we go. Okay, I had to take a moment to get that, because they're thinking about, this sucked for me. That's what I hear. This sucked for me, but I did this. Like, it's like they want to look or find a way to blame you for how they felt. But in reality, they can come to that, like, they're not delusional about it. There it is. Okay, source, thank you for feeding that. Like, I had to slow it down for that. They're not delusional about it. They're not. And they're not going to be delusional about it, but they want to be delusional about it. Does that make sense? Like, they want to find a way to blame you, like, blah, 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 hurt me because silence. They can't think of a reason to blame you for how they felt, because the actions of this separation was caused by them and them alone. So they want to desperately cling on to, like, I want to, and now they see what the future looks like, and they're like, I don't want to go down that way. I want to go over here and keep fighting for this. So here they come. Now here's the thing that it may, let's keep on pulling for that. Yeah, okay, that's what I was going to say, is that they may be going through some type of, was this a third party situation? Okay, so karmic. They may have, while you were away, they went out and played and found a karmic. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but it's like, that might have been the reason that they're like, this is how because their karmic took them through it. They had a choice. Ooh, shit. They had a choice between something that was healthy and something that was toxic. And they said, no, I don't want my greens and vegetables. All right. They said, no, I don't want no water. I want something I want some poison. I want some extra, like, you know what I mean? Like stuff that's just not good for you. That's what I'm choosing. So yeah, you got to take this as it resonates. But the person that you were dealing with, they ran into a karmic. Source sent them something. Source, they did something, and because they're still not able to see it, they're still not able to actually tap in and say, hey, you know, like the fact that they even tried to figure out a way to blame you for how they felt. Source said, or even if they did a betrayal and they're not seeing that, like, okay, they're not remorseful. Source just bought that word to me. They may not be remorseful for what they did, because, or remorseful for the right reason. They're remorseful because of how they felt, but it's like, what about considering how you made that person feel? What about considering, you know, it's all about, it's the me show. This is about me right now. Oh man. And this karmic, they either hooked up, they could have got married super quickly just to prove like, I can be in a healthy relationship, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, this karmic took it through them, or took them through it. And so it's like, now they're trying to face not going through a further tower. They're trying to not, like, they're trying their best because they see something on the horizon. Yeah. They see something on the horizon that may not be, yeah. Yep, so 6 of Swords. Wow. 8 of Wands. Okay. So let me tell you something, Pisces. Yeah, honey. They might be rushing towards you. Yeah, okay. You said, I'm finna move on. And they said, hold on, I'm coming after you. They said, hang on. Yeah, look, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. They said, hang on. No. You're moving on? Wait a second. That was not part of my plan. I just said that. Okay. 5 of Wands. They're like, wait a minute. I don't want to see you with somebody else. That was not part of this. Your person had a control issue. There was another reading I did. And yeah, your person might have, I can't even remember the sign. You may want to check all 3 of yours, but like, your person had a control issue. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Because not them saying, wait a second. I know this is my fault. I know I dabbled over here, but you moving on, that's a different conversation. Ugh. Pisces. Pisces, and this reading is mainly about, like, listen, I feel like they hijacked the reading. I'm going to keep it a $1.5. It's all about what they're feeling. I have not gotten a card, and maybe this is, I'm sorry. Well, maybe this is your perspective. Maybe you're the person that's like, okay, I messed up. And maybe this is Source revealing some stuff to you. You got to take it as it resonates. Listen, fear-based non-commitment is in reverse. What does that say? I'm sorry. Hang on. These are fading on me because I use them so much. You're projecting, copping out, denying traits. That's what it says. Impact, negatively impacting others. Oh, and be selfish, the mask, self-centered interest. Okay. I feel like this is either you, or if this is someone you're dealing with, they hijacked your reading. It's like, I want you to know this is how I felt type energy. I want you to know this is, but it's just like, hang on. Now, this could be coming from your perspective where it's like, this is what you're going through. So non-commitment fear-based is in reverse. So if they were non-committal, they're now not non-committal. They changed their minds. They're like, okay, can we lock this down? So maybe that's what was going on beforehand, where they were trying to not give you a relationship, but now they're like, okay, hang on. And you may have put your foot down. You're like, okay, you don't want to be in a relationship with me. Okay, I'm going to go find someone that does want to be in a relationship with me. Like, and I understand that you're in this energy where like, I don't want to hear the words, oh, we just kicking it. I got you. You're saying that. So, or the person you were dealing with was just saying, I don't want to hear those words. So if that's what you're on about, if that's what's going on, that's completely fine. That is the phase that you are currently in at this now moment. But I'm finna go over here because I'm not in that phase anymore. So I have to go over here and be in the phase that I'm in. Makes complete sense. There's nothing wrong with that. In reality, there's nothing wrong with that. So they're now saying, I'm now ready for a commitment. And they're no longer, what I said earlier, they're no longer trying to cop out and find a way to blame you. They understand this was on me. This is on me. I can't project this out to you because I really can't find a reason to blame you. Like, I can't. Realize that this was a negative impact on this relationship, this friendship, whatever it was. And they were being selfish, self-centered interests. They were only, and it's still, by the way, this isn't the right side up. So they may still, it's like a juggle. They may still want to keep a piece of that mask on because it's either that or they're used to it always being about them. Instead of asking questions to get to know you, they're like, me. When you step away, they're like, well, I know I did this, but me. Like, it's not inconsiderate, not once, of someone else's feelings. It's all about me. So I don't know where you sit in this Pisces. It could be because it's a split between everyone, and this is not a specific, let's pull some final. Okay, yeah. You can't make this shit up because karmic friends and now karma, balance, and justice is out again. So they definitely ran into a karmic, or you're unexpected storms, or you're the person that ran into a karmic. Self-worth expectations. So what they're not expecting is that they come back towards you if this is if this is the perspective this sits in, and you say, I know my worth. Or initially when they were dealing with you, they didn't realize there was a thump. I'm not sure if it came across camera, but they didn't realize how much you value your worth. There's another thump. So yeah, they didn't realize how much you valued your worth. And that was like, that blew them back. They're like, how did I not even see that this is the type of woman that I'm dealing with, or this is the type of man that I'm dealing with? So it's like, you know your worth, but for some reason people don't presume that you do. And then they try to test you, and when they find out that you actually know your worth, they're surprised. I'm surprised that that's the reality that you've been going through. So, because it feels like you're in it, like the way this person is standing, it's like, yeah, I know I deserve better than that. Yeah, I know I deserve differently than what you can serve me. It's kind of like with food, like you go to a restaurant. You want pizza, I want Italian. I'm gonna go over here and get Italian. Or pizza is Italian. My bad. You want let's say, because I was about to say lasagna. Okay, something in me is screaming Italian. Okay, so like, but let's say you want soul food. I want Italian. You go to the soul food restaurant. I'm finna go over here and get some Italian food. You don't all like, that's where you stand. Like I'm trying to say that you knew what you wanted when you walked in. You knew what the expectations that you laid out. This person said, I cannot meet those expectations. You said, okay, no big deal. Bye. Flowers for that. Flowers for that, by the way. Bye. Okay. You can't reach my expectations. Okay. There's no, and the reason why I'm saying it like that is because you didn't say okay in a mean way, or you didn't say like, ugh, like you weren't angry about it. You just said, this is life. This is how things work out. If someone's not able to be in the same fucking vibration as me, there's nothing wrong with that. You simply said, okay, and took a step back. And that caused turmoil in this person's mind. I'm gonna be honest with you. That caused some turmoil. Let me get you your final cards. Oh, this flew out earlier for someone else too. So this is, once again, intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. And truth. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. So this person may come towards you, and this is the energy that I'm picking up right now. Oh man. Okay, I gotta keep it a $1.5. I always gotta keep it a $1.5. You may be someone that, this isn't gonna resonate for everybody, but Pisces, you may have an energy where you try to back down the not the severity, but the reality of your truth, because it may hurt someone else's feelings. At this point in time, you have to be in a stage, and it feels like you are, where you can just, because you're just like, okay, it didn't work, bye. But they may come towards you and be like, I want to make it work now, and you may not even be interested. And you have to be honest with that. You don't give them a second chance if you don't want to give them a second chance. If you truly want to, by all means, that's what intuition is. That's what this card is saying. It's the little tug that pulls you towards your light. There's no bad decision. It's just the decision that your heart calls for, the lessons or the not lessons or whatever your heart calls for in that moment. So follow your intuition. Follow that intuition. But if you're intuitively feeling, and this is for some of y'all, if you are intuitively feeling like this is not the relationship for you, if you know that deep down, don't you date somebody just because it makes them feel good. Move on. Tell that person what it is. Be honest with it, and keep it rolling.